What is buried underneath the Great Pyramid of Giza?
There are some pretty crazy theories out there. So today we're gonna share with you the latest findings from the scans beneath the pyramid. We'll also go over some interesting details about the pyramid that you might not have known. So let's get into it.
The Great Pyramid of Giza is the oldest and largest of the 3 pyramids at the Giza Plateau, the only survivor of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Built as a tomb for the Fourth Dynasty Egyptian pharaoh Khufu around 2580 to 2560 BC, its construction took an estimated 20 to 30 years to complete. It was built with an estimated 2 million stone blocks, each weighing around 2.5 tons, with its base measuring 755 feet in each direction and rising 481 feet high. The Great Pyramid once stood as the tallest man-made structure on Earth for over 3,800 years until the Lincoln Cathedral was built in 1311 AD. Standing at over 481 feet tall, the pyramid has a volume of 5.5 million cubic meters and weighs an estimated 575,000 tons.
This is equal to 10 billion 57 kilogram blocks, or 1.3 billion to 100 kilogram blocks. The ancient world was an amazing time period where people were discovering many different things, but they didn't have modern-day tools and technology to help them discover these things.
Instead, they used their minds and bodies.
Well, in recent years, new technology has been developed that allows us to learn more about what lies beneath the surface of our planet.
Some of this new technology includes ground-penetrating radar, magnetic resonance imaging, and electrical resistivity tomography. These technologies have allowed scientists to see beneath the surface of the pyramid without having to dig anything up. And some interesting discoveries have been made.
For example, one team of researchers found evidence of a possible secret chamber inside the pyramid.
Another team of researchers found what appears to be an ancient workshop filled with tools used for making mummies.
As far as how we know all of this, well, we have 2 main sources of information.
First, there are written records left behind by the Egyptians themselves.
These writings include stories, myths, and legends about how the pyramids were built. They also include instructions on how to build pyramids, as well as records of the workers who built them. Unfortunately, most of these writings are in hieroglyphics, so it takes a lot of time and effort to translate them.
But thanks to modern technology, we've been able to make some amazing discoveries because of these old writings.
Our second source of information comes from the artifacts that have been found inside the pyramids.
These artifacts include everything from tools to jewelry to mummies. By studying these artifacts, we've learned a lot about how the Egyptians lived and died. For example, we've learned that they believed that the pharaohs were gods, that they practiced a form of embalming called mummification, and that they buried their dead with their favorite possessions.
There are 3 main chambers inside the Great Pyramid.
Each chamber is unique and offers a glimpse into the mind of the ancient Egyptians. The first chamber is the Queen's Chamber. This is the smallest of the 3 chambers and is located near the top of the pyramid.
It's not actually a queen's chamber, as some people believe, but rather a burial chamber for the pharaoh's wife.
The second chamber is the King's Chamber. This is the largest of the 3 chambers and is located in the center of the pyramid.
It's here that the pharaoh was buried.
The third chamber is the Grand Gallery. This is a long, narrow chamber that runs the length of the pyramid. It's not really clear what the purpose of this chamber was, but it's believed that it was used for ceremonial purposes.
Now, let's talk about some of the latest findings from the scans beneath the pyramid.
In 2017, a team of researchers used non-invasive techniques to scan the interior of the Great Pyramid.
They found several voids inside the pyramid, one of which appeared to be a large chamber.
The team believes that this chamber could be a secret burial chamber that has not yet been discovered. However, further investigation is needed to confirm this theory.
In 2018, another team of researchers used a different type of scanning technology to look beneath the surface of the pyramid.
They found a series of tunnels and chambers that may have been used for mummification. Mummification was the process of preserving a body after death by removing the organs, dehydrating the body, and wrapping it in bandages. The researchers believe that these chambers were used as storage areas for the tools and materials used in the mummification process. So what does this all mean?
Well, it means that we may be closer to understanding what happened inside the pyramid than we ever have been before. These discoveries suggest that the pyramid was used not only as a tomb, but also as a place where important rituals and ceremonies took place. It is possible that the Egyptians believed that the pyramid itself was sacred and that it had special powers.
After all, They chose to build it in a place where the stars lined up perfectly with the entrance to the underworld.
Whether or not this is true, there's no denying that the pyramids are truly amazing structures that continue to fascinate us today. But now let's answer the question that we posed in the title of this video. Could be a power plant buried underneath the pyramid? The idea that there could be a power plant buried underneath the Great Pyramid of Giza has been around for decades.
It was first proposed by conspiracy theorists who believed that the Egyptians had advanced knowledge of technology that we are only just discovering.
They point to the fact that the pyramid is aligned with the 4 cardinal directions with an accuracy that is only achievable with advanced equipment. They also note that the pyramid contains several rooms and passages that have not been explained by mainstream archaeologists.
Proponents of the theory believe that these rooms and passages may have been used to generate and store electricity, with the pyramid itself acting as a giant capacitor.
Some even believe that the pyramid was used as a wireless energy transmitter, beaming energy to other parts of the world. Of course, there is no concrete evidence to support any of these claims.
Mainstream archaeologists reject the idea that the pyramid was a power plant, pointing out that the Egyptians did not have the knowledge or technology necessary to build such a device. Additionally, they argue that the alignments and passages in the pyramid are simply coincidences, and that there is no evidence of any kind of energy generating or transmitting equipment. Despite the lack of evidence, some people continue to believe that the pyramid was a power plant.
They argue that the mainstream archaeological community is biased, and that they are not open to considering new ideas.
They also claim that the Egyptian government is actively trying to cover up evidence of the pyramid's true purpose. As always, more research is needed to determine the truth. What do you think?
Is there a power plant buried underneath the pyramid?
Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.